Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Gaming Weekly.
Yeah, we hope you burned off your sugar hangover already because we have some tough news for you today. Yes, in the year of our Lord 2018, microtransactions have become console exclusive.
Yes, really. We've also got a rundown of all the headlines from Paris Games Week, that's a thing, a quick review of Diablo III on Switch, and the final roster additions to Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Did the Grinch make it in?
They couldn't
Come on, I got $20 on it.
They couldn't get Cumberbatch to do the voice.
What?
Yeah, it sucks.
You just have to keep watching to find out if the Grinch made it into Super Smash Brothers.
But first, this story, Activision decided to drop a big ol' flaming bag of shit on your PS4's front porch this year as microtransactions quietly opened on October 31st.
Happy Halloween. Sorry to say the PC and Xbox players will have to wait a whole week until they can throw more money at the doot. What's the doot?
Call of Duty.
Oh, the Call of Duty. Got it. All right.
What the cool kids say.
Those platforms will get microtransactions on November 7th.
Yippee! So what do they do this year? Are we buying more Weed Leaf skins?
I can't
or
wait. Are we
what?
gonna
I don't
get
know.
some really cool brands?
Hey, is that the sound I hear? Cash registers popping off, huh? Who's got some coke? Hey, I bet she does. You're looking svelte,
Cocaine?
sweetheart.
What does cocaine have to do with microtransactions? Wait a minute, hold on. Is this Michael Transactions? The legendary Michael Transactions?
We've heard so
Hey.
much about him.
Say it, don't spray it, huh? But on all seriousness,
What
guys,
year are you from?
would you be interested in
Don't touch me anymore,
would
please.
you be interested in purchasing any Call of Duty points? These points are hot. You gotta get in on them.
no.
What
I
any
can
points?
set you up with 500. Bruce, I've seen the car you drive.
Yeah?
You're better than that. How about I set you up with a nice clean
Wait.
yard for 1,000 points?
How much? Wait, Michael, how much?
I want a clean yard, Bruce, for 1,000 points.
Okay,
How's that sound,
all right,
huh?
Well, why do I want that? I don't understand.
Bruce.
What's wrong with your face? Why do you keep touching it?
Hey, it's hot in the studio. I'm used to being out back by the trash can where you keep me. I used to all these bright lights.
While your sales tactic seems to be sound, it's not really working on me, Michael.
Hey, tough customer. That's okay. I like a man who knows what he wants. That's why I like me. Huh?
What?
Perhaps I can tempt you with,
With what, Michael? What's wrong? What do you got in your mouth?
special orders, Bruce. You can call in special orders anytime you want, okay?
What are those?
You can also, what else can I offer you? Tears. You want to see some tears, Bruce? I'm not talking about the kind of tears you see when you slip some bird a Mickey Mouse $20 bill down there.
Is he
at the
talking about
skin
Call of
parlor at
Duty?
the airport? I'm talking tears, baby. Buy them all 200 for all I care.
Adam,
Just float me the cash.
You know what he's talking
No.
about?
$20 bill,
Michael.
$10 bill. You want to barter? Let me sleep on your couch. Hey, let me sleep on her couch.
No, she don't want any of that.
Well, we want to avoid a lawsuit, so Michael, I think it's time you should probably go.
Hey, that's okay, baby. There's plenty of money to make out there, as they say. Lots of other dollar bills in the sea, as the old saying goes,
dude,
right?
you're real
Well,
close-
I'm
real
outta
close to
here,
me.
but- Hey, Bruce, if you throw out any more Chipotle in the trash out back, you think you could put the lid on because the guac is browning?
I think you
it takes
gotta
a
go.
lot of
It's time-
time
Michael,
to pick around
Michael,
all the
you
yams.
gotta go.
Say, oh, hey, okay,
You gotta
Bruce,
go.
hey.
Michael Transactions, everybody.
Who let him in? Someone let him in the studio.
We did.
All right, let's get the taste of Michael Transactions out of our mouth with a game that includes literally everything.
That's right, our resident Diablo scholar has been putting in some time on the Switch re-release of Diablo III. How does it stack up against the game that released fucking 6 years ago?
Good news, it's really good.
Oh, okay,
The
cool.
Diablo 3 Switch port is really, really solid. It includes everything that is in every other version of Diablo at this point.
That's good.
It runs at 60, and I couldn't get a single frame rate drop as hard as I tried to. It is 960p, so it's not like the resolution is incredible, but it looks really, really good, especially handheld. The one thing that's weird about it is that the controls, because they have to cram so much into less buttons, there's sometimes like a double button press, which is a little confusing. But it's a very good port if you've never played Diablo.
Does it have any
you'll really enjoy it.
microtransactions?
No microtransactions that I bought.
Where did he go? Did he leave already?
I guess my question is, did you play docked or handheld mostly?
I mostly played docked, but I still tried handheld. You can also play local, but everyone needs to buy the Nintendo Switch online service in order to be able to play online or multiplayer. So, and I tried both, and they both worked well and looked good. So it's great.
Let's throw from hell to, well, another kind of hell. Paris!
Yep, that's right. The land of baguettes and judgment also gave us a handful of announcements via Paris Games Week, and we're here to hit all the highlights for you, starting with Jump Force.
First things first, what the hell's Jump Force?
So Jump Force is an upcoming 3-on-3 fighting game that features a whole bunch of characters featured in Weekly Shonen Jump, which is a magazine. There are characters from Dragon Ball, Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually 24 characters from 10 different series in total so far.
Nerd.
And in addition to the who's who of anime bullshit, Bandai Namco just announced that Ken Shiro from Fist of the North Star, which I have seen.
Oh my god!
He's very cool.
Who?
He basically has this cool martial arts ability that makes people's heads literally explode, which is
Neat.
all I want in a fighting game.
Yeah, along with Kenshiro, the game will include Ryo Sayaba from City Hunter. What? Why are you making me say these words?
Yeah, I don't know who that one is
You
either.
nailed it, and I still don't know who that is.
Anyway, forget it, Bruce. It's Anime Town. We're probably going to see a couple more announcements before the game comes out on February 15th, 5 days before my birthday. I know what I'm going to be playing. Fuck no.
Not Jump Force? Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, probably Red Dead.
Speaking of fighting games that come out on February 15th, Christy got confirmed for Dead or Alive 6, also at Paris Games Week. She's
Hot.
basically, she's a hot assassin who uses sex to lure victims. Then she just like kicks them a lot.
Just slow down.
There's no official trailer for that one yet, just a photo taken on somebody's phone that showed up, and yeah, it's definitely her.
All right, moving on from fighting games. Twin Mirror, the Don't Nod game announced at E3 this year, got a new trailer. It's the first we've seen of the game since its original announcement at E3.
Yeah, according to the trailer, Twin Mirror is about an investigative reporter who goes back to his hometown, which is rife with mystery.
Oh, sounds like Twin Peaks.
Sounds like Deadly Premonition,
Oh.
which is one of my favorite games ever.
All right.
This
Sorry.
one even has a main character with an alternate personality, just like Deadly Premonition does, except it adds in some weird shit that I'm not sure if I like yet or not. Sam, the main character, also has some kind of mastery of a headspace called the Mind Palace, just like Sherlock.
Like Sherlock.
It's like a sort of puzzle room where basically if you get to a crime scene or just an area that you want to investigate, you go into this mind palace and you can see all the permutations and see how everything would play out to make sure you get it in the right order. So I expect that's most of what the game is going to be about. I think you're trying to solve a murder.
Okay.
It looks to me like the protagonist might even be the murderer.
Spoil her!
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wait.
don't spoil that right now.
Wait a
We'll
save
find out in
people
2019.
$45.
Yeah, the game's coming out next year, so we'll find out more then.
Well, we don't have to wait until 2019 to find out about other games like Anthem.
I'm excited about Anthem, but I'm the only person. I know that I am. There was a 30-minute gameplay demo shown off at Paris Games Week showing a full playthrough of one of the first missions, the Lost Arcanist.
Yeah, it shows off all 4 of the game's javelins. Those are the suits they wear. The Ranger, the Colossus, the Storm, and the Interceptor, which are the different classes of the exorcists that we talked about. They're pretty cool looking. The highlight of the half hour is probably getting to see the ultimates for the Storm and Interceptor, though.
Yeah, the Interceptor looks like some kind of superhero, where the Storm is like Destiny's warlock.
Yes. Destiny and Anthem have things in common. How strange.
Gameplay still looks pretty similar to Destiny overall, but the performance in this footage is really not great, so worth mentioning, it is still in its alpha stage.
Yeah, and last but certainly not least, depending on where you stand on Fortnite, the game broke a Guinness World Record for most participants in a video game emote routine.
Yes, it did, but in real life, a bunch of people at Paris Games Week dressed up in the Cuddle Team Leader outfit and danced on a stage.
You've killed Adam, he's dead.
Oh,
2018, everyone!
breaking my fucking brain.
2018. We'll save you the embarrassment of trying to floss right now and just skip right on to Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Finally, thank you.
did it.
I flossed.
Yeah. So yeah, Nintendo broadcast the final Smash Brothers Direct last Thursday. I say bros or brothers?
I say brothers.
I say bros. I don't know, whatever. During the Direct, they revealed the final additions to the cast and a whole new slew of other additions because, as usual, Smash Bros. Is a goddamn insane piece of machinery.
It really is. As rumored, Ken is joining as an Echo Fighter to Ryu. Is that how you say it? Ryu?
I say Ryu.
In case you missed previous announcements, Echo Fighters are like palette swaps of existing characters, but with a few different moves and attributes, like Dr. Mario to original Mario.
Yeah, this iteration of Ken is based on Super Street Fighter II Turbo, even though he has moves from other Street Fighters like Focus Attack and the... Lawrence, you're gonna make
I
me
was
say this.
so glad you
Yeah.
have to say it. Say it. Try it. Sound it out.
You got it.
Shippu Jinaraku Kaku.
Kaku.
I think it was close. That
Oh
was close.
God! Don't stop making me say Japanese words.
Lawrence, what was the final addition to the roster?
All right, so they basically rounded out everything that's going to be in at launch. But there was another surprise. Yes. Can you guys guess what it is?
Kid Icarus.
The Grinch.
No, sadly, not the Grinch. Although, boy, there's been some people are getting real nasty about what they thought the reveal would be. No, it's a piranha plant. Piranha plant.
Petey Piranha?
No, Petey Piranha's different. That's the big one with the belly. No, you gotta know your Nintendo lore. So yes,
don't.
a potted fucking plant will be a playable character in Smash Brothers, except it's coming a few months after launch, and it's a free download provided you register the game. That happens automatically if you buy it digitally, but if you buy it physically, you have to take the code and register it on My Nintendo.
Ah, like a sex offender.
Basically, yep.
Wait, hold on. We didn't talk about the other one that I know Alanah would be excited about.
Yeah.
The Pokemon.
Yeah.
Incineroar. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Incineroar?
Yeah.
What does Incineroar do?
He's like a big wrestling boy.
A big wrestling.
Yeah, he does wrestling.
You don't seem too excited about Incineroar.
You love Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't like the later gen Pokemon. I see I'm a purist.
Wow, Lawrence, that sounds all so exciting. Are there any other newses about collectible trophies and the such?
Good read.
Wow, Adam, I'm so glad you asked.
Good read.
Yeah, so previous Smash Brothers have had like trophies. Those are the collectibles, little things you can spin around and look at.
Oh, yeah.
Has a little blurb about stuff. They said that was really difficult to do. So they basically replaced that with spirits, which is a whole meta game unto itself. So now all the various characters from video game land exist as these spirits that you can equip to your characters to change their attributes.
Oh.
You can also equip spirits to other spirits,
Blah.
and they level up individually.
Oh.
And you can like trade them in for spirit coins and buy new spirits. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
I mean, in the script it says, Hal Emmerich fight Dr. Mario with a giant rod protecting him.
Yeah.
What does all that
I
mean?
know what all those things are.
Yeah, but I don't know what that means together.
What does that mean?
So yeah, to get spirits, you have to do these customized challenges where they try to recreate video game scenes with the characters that are in Smash Brothers. So for this, you can get the Hal Emmerich spirit, which is from Metal Gear, but you have to do it by fighting a doctor protected by a giant robot. Metal Gear!
Got it.
Except it's goofy Nintendo characters,
Got
so
it.
Okay.
it's weird, man.
All right.
They're really stretching it.
That's cool.
I guess it's video game players reverse cosplaying, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good way of putting it.
They're almost LARPing.
Yeah, they're LARPing. They're LARPing, but in a game. They're playing a video game. Is what
That's
it sounds
fine.
like. There's also some matchmaking changes. You can pick your preferred rules, and the game will try to find a match. If there's not exact match, it'll pick one of the matched players, kind of like Mario Kart.
May not find exact matches due to latency, so they'll prefer low lag over exact matches. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's Global Smash Power ranked per character. And then
Okay.
finally, Elite Smash, which is unlocked if you got the skills to pay them bills.
It wouldn't be 2018 without some spicy DLC. Where's Microtransactions? He's got there eating
He's
dumpster food. That sounds like they're doing it a little different in typical Nintendo fashion.
They announced that the DLC will come in $6 packs, each of which will include one new character, one new stage, and a bundle of new musical tracks.
Lawrence, six $1 packs or
Yeah.
$6?
Yeah, let me go.
5 $6 packs.
So they're $6.
Yes,
Got
for
it.
every pack.
5 such packages are planned, like you said, Lawrence, which you can buy individually, or pre-purchase a Fighter's Pass, which includes all of them, for $25. So you would have spent $30.
Yeah, $5 discount.
Right.
Right.
On DLC that isn't announced, because that's how season passes work nowadays.
Nintendo's figured it out.
I mean, yeah, Sakurai was very adorable and saying, guys, we're working so hard. We don't know what this is yet, and I want to go to sleep, but I can't because I got to make DLC.
You get in your capsule and you drink your boss coffee. As usual, this pass is being sold before we even know what the DLC is, like Lauren's talking about. So take that with whatever grains of salt you feel are appropriate.
Speaking of squeezing every last dime out of players, Lawrence has some financial reports for us. This is my favorite part of the show.
Oh boy, doesn't that sound fun? Why don't you suck the air out of the room like you usually do,
That was a good
Law
read.
Dog?
Good read.
I'd be happy to, Adam and Bruce. So as we alluded to last episode, it's close a quarter. That means companies are disclosing a bunch of financial results to their investors like they legally have to.
Yep.
Which these days is the most transparency we get out of companies, because why would they throw up a bunch of information if they don't have to? I originally was thinking it's going to be this grand expose about Call of Duty, because, you know, who doesn't love the headline Call of Duty dead? But didn't really get a whole lot of bites on that one. So instead, I'll just list through a bunch of interesting happenings in a segment I like to call Things That Make You Go, which
Nice.
turns out was
That's a
actually a
song.
90s hip hop
That's
song.
a very famous song.
Yeah.
From the 90s.
It's not very.
Things that make you go,
I thought I came up with that, but yeah, it's totally a song, and I guess I heard it at some point. Anyway, Call of Duty. Activision announced that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 sold over 500 million in its first 3 days.
That's really good.
That is really good, but it puts it equal to last year's game, Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah.
Going back further than that, 2016's Infinite Warfare sold about 250 million in its first 3 days. Beyond that, Black Ops 3 sold 550 million.
That's all over the place.
Yeah, it is all over the place.
Sort of. I mean, the problem is between all of this, there hasn't been a game that's really broken that barrier. The highest selling one, Modern Warfare 3, hit the 700s, but that's in 5-day window.
Oh, God.
So I think from the investor standpoint, it's starting to look like Call of Duty has found its like market maximum. This is as most it will ever make, and investors hate that because you have to keep growing and finding new audience members. So the announcement prompted an 8.3% share drop in Activision on October 18th, a loss that the price has yet to recover from.
Yeah.
So to me, it sounds like Call of Duty, I mean, this was the year that everything was supposed to be aligned. They have a Battle Royale mode, and that's the hot shit. It's actually pretty good. It's really fun to play. So if that can't make Call of Duty break out and find a bigger audience than it already has, what will? And the only thing I can think of is free to play. That's the one thing they haven't done yet.
You're right.
No, hold on, Lawrence. You've said all these things, but I've yet to say,
I don't know, man. Call of Duty free to play next year?
Probably. I mean, didn't they try free to play, or they were? It's only in China, right?
In different markets,
Yeah.
So they haven't pulled that. They haven't pulled that yet in America. I think because they still have faith in this model. But if the investors don't have faith in it, it's hard for them to keep making it.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
so worried about this billion-dollar company.
I hope they're going to be okay.
Lawrence, I've got a sound for you.
Yep.
Huh.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, was it?
So here's some other hot for you. FIFA 19 outsold Red Dead 2 in its first week in the UK.
Wow.
Proving that jolly old England still loves a game of footy over
Soccer.
Rudy Tooty point and shooty. Nintendo reported that they sold 22.86 million Switches, which not only beats the Wii U at 13.56 million, but also the GameCube at
Wow.
21.74 million.
Take that, you goddamn Square.
That's really good for them. Nice job, Nintendo.
Makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
It's like Nintendo's always killed it with handhelds. They've now created the perfect mixing of both.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's funny you bring that up because Nintendo, like they have a legacy that's hard to beat. I mean, the Game Boy is one of the highest selling of all time. The Wii sold 101.63 million
Oh,
units.
holy shit.
And the goddamn Nintendo DS sold 154 million
Yeah,
units.
that makes sense.
Jeez. Incidentally, Sony also reported that the PlayStation 4 just hit 86 million units sold.
gosh.
And yeah, it's not done. That's the thing. PlayStation 2 had a really long tail, and the PlayStation 4 probably will as well. So 3 or 4 years from now, PS4 might become the biggest selling console of all time.
Well, you've talked about Sony, talked about Nintendo. How's Xbox doing?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah, I'm worried
It's
about
a
them.
great.
So Microsoft hasn't reported numbers on that
Uh-oh.
because they don't have to, and typically if there's nothing to brag about, they don't brag.
Right.
The nearest I could find for Xbox was a report in June 2018 from the IHS Markit reporting firm that put them at 39 million consoles. So not bad.
It's not terrible.
Well, PS4 is doubling them currently.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
PlayStation 4, that's the world's console platform right now, and it's going
Makes
to stay
sense.
that way for a while probably.
Yeah, but can you get one at Taco Bell?
No. And can you get one that plays the Taco Bell bong when you turn it on? No.
Bruce has it at his desk.
I know, it's great. I love it. Turn it on, it goes bong.
And then you go, I want a chalupa.
I
Like
know.
screaming into the disc.
Double-decker taco!
There's a taco!
Cheesy gordita crunch.
That's it for this week's episode of Gaming Weekly. Thanks to everyone who watched live on roosterteeth.com.
Dong.
Make the bongs.
Bong.
Double-decker taco!
Let's go to lunch.
Max Force from Narc, which is a great name. Kuros from Wizards and Warriors. Quirk from the game of the same name by Atlas. And Tyrone from Arch Rivals.
Wow. Oh my God.
Bigfoot. Wait.
Oh yeah. Is the tomato from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? I think it is.
No,
But the video game.
I think that's Quirk. Yeah, no.